Hello, BBN. The other day, Caden Lewis included Kentucky in his Final Four. This is big news for the Wildcats. After all, is this guy a good bet for the Cats? Let's take a closer look. But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel to get more updates on Kentucky. Caden Lewis's recruitment is becoming a pivotal point for the Kentucky Wildcats basketball program under coach Mark Pope. With the recent inclusion of the Wildcats in his Final Four choices, it's clear the university is going all out to secure his commitment. The fact that Kentucky is competing directly with other top college basketball programs like UConn, Duke, and North Carolina underscores just how crucial Lewis has become for the team's future ambitions. Hailing from Sidwell Friends School in Washington, D.C., Lewis is shining on major recruitment lists, positioned as one of the top point guards available. The diversity in ratings and views about his on-court role is intriguing. While ESPN and On3 see him as a pure point guard, 247 Sports views him as a combo guard, suggesting that Lewis could both create plays and score. This versatility is undoubtedly one of the factors sparking interest from Kentucky and other collegiate basketball powerhouses. Despite already having a standout name like Jasper Johnson, Kentucky is sparing no effort to bring Lewis on board. The Wildcats coaching staff, including Mark Pope, has been a constant presence in the stands, closely watching the young athlete's development. Lewis's unofficial visit to the campus in June, which resulted in a scholarship offer, was a significant turning point in the recruitment. This early move demonstrated Kentucky's serious interest, now placing them in a favorable position to secure one of the most sought-after talents for the upcoming season. Lewis's decision remains up in the air, with no concrete forecast of where the point guard might land. The fact that Kentucky is in the final stretch, competing with renowned programs, directly reflects the recruitment culture Mark Pope has been nurturing since he took the helm. The coach has shown a knack for attracting young talents who can not only contribute immediately, but also develop under his guidance. Securing Lewis's signature would further prepare the Wildcats to compete in an increasingly competitive landscape. Caden Lewis's importance to Kentucky extends beyond his on-court skills. His presence on the team could signify a continuation of the work Pope has been doing to reposition the Wildcats among the top powers in college basketball. Competing with traditional teams like Duke and North Carolina for the same player shows that Kentucky is not just focused on maintaining its legacy of success, but also on expanding it by recruiting the best available talents. On the other hand, the challenge of overcoming competitors like Duke and the Tar Heels is significant. Both programs have their own traditions of excellence and are known for their successful recruiting track records. However, Kentucky boasts Pope's charisma and the appeal of a program that, despite some ups and downs in recent years, continues to be one of the primary showcases in college basketball. Lewis's trajectory so far suggests he has the tools to excel in college basketball and possibly beyond. With his ability to handle the game as a point guard and his scoring capability, he would fit perfectly into Kentucky's offensive scheme. The program has a long tradition of developing players with NBA potential, and there's no doubt Pope would be more than willing to shape Lewis into the next big star to emerge from Lexington. Securing Lewis for the team would be a significant victory, not just in terms of on-court talent, but also as a sign that the program is returning to a top destination for the country's best players. The pressure is on, but with the Wildcats recruiting team focused and determined, there is growing optimism that Caden Lewis could be the next big name to wear a Kentucky jersey. With Lewis's recruitment, Mark Pope continues to chart a promising course for the future of the program. The battle for the four-star guard is far from easy, but the Wildcats are definitely in the game. Let's go forward, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Kentucky's recruiting efforts are increasingly interesting. The recent offer to five-star point guard Jordan Smith is yet another example of Coach Pope and his team's commitment to attracting top talent to Lexington. The new era of Wildcats basketball under Pope's leadership is already showing promising signs. With consistent work in the class of 2025, and now with attention turning to the class of 2026, expectations are only growing. Currently ranked as the seventh best player in the class of 2026 by the 247 Sports Composite Rankings, Jordan Smith is a significant addition to the Wildcats' list of offers. As the third best shooting guard in his class, he represents one of the most coveted talents in the country, and Kentucky is determined to place him in their future lineup. The offer made to Smith last Monday reaffirms Pope's ambition to keep Kentucky among the powerhouses of college basketball. Since taking over the team, Pope has not only managed to maintain the program's prestige, but has also been effective in attracting the interest of the country's top prospects. This is especially important at a time when competition in college basketball recruiting is fiercer than ever. Pope and his team are moving quickly, and the case of Jordan Smith is a clear reflection of that. Looking at the broader picture, the offer to Jordan Smith is just one part of Pope's ongoing effort to secure a recruiting class that not only maintains Kentucky's level of excellence, but elevates it. With Big Blue Madness approaching, excitement around the program is growing, and fans can expect to see an even more competitive team in the near future. Smith, who already stands out among the best in his class, has the ideal profile to fit into the scheme Pope is establishing at Kentucky. Pope's recruiting work is not just about seeking the best talents. He's building a solid foundation, preparing the ground for Kentucky to continue being a dominant force in college basketball. The class of 2025 is already promising, and now, with the focus expanding to 2026, the expectations with Pope are very promising. Let's move forward. Reed Sheppard, the third overall pick in the 2024 NBA draft by the Houston Rockets, is already making a significant mark in his early steps in the league. Comparisons to the legendary Stephen Curry, made by none other than his own teammates, underscore the early impact Sheppard is having. The young point guard from the small town of London, Kentucky, seems to have surprised everyone with his shooting ability and court confidence. With NBA minicamp soon to begin, praise for Sheppard is only growing. In just one season as a freshman, he proved to be an essential part of the team, averaging 12.5 points, 4.1 rebounds, and 4.5 assists per game. Moreover, his shooting accuracy was particularly notable, making 53.6% of his field goals and an impressive 52.1% from three-point range. Sheppard's performance in the Summer League solidified his reputation as one of the most promising rookies, and now, his new teammates seem to agree with this assessment. Amen Thompson, who is about to start his second season with the Rockets, was one of the players who highly praised the newcomer. He highlighted Sheppard's balance on the court and, notably, his long-distance shooting capability, comparing him directly to Stephen Curry. Thompson commented, "He's very balanced. He's got the range of Steph Curry, so that's the first thing you notice. Very balanced player, really nice guy." This comparison is hefty, considering Curry's status as one of the greatest shooters in basketball history, but Thompson seems convinced that Sheppard has the potential to follow in those footsteps. Though Sheppard still has a long way to go in the NBA, being compared to Curry is a huge acknowledgement of his talent. Even with the weight of this comparison, he exhibits a mature attitude and a commitment to hard work. "It was a lot of fun being in the gym with the whole team," Sheppard told the media. "Some young guys, some older guys. So, just being able to get into the gym and play and learn to play with them, get a feel for the coaches and how everything is going to be this year, I'm super excited." The fact that Jalen Green, one of the Rockets' rising stars, decided to host a summer workout in Los Angeles to build team chemistry only strengthens the idea that the team is betting on developing a strong connection among its young players. Sheppard's inclusion in this group is a clear indication that he is already being treated as an important piece in the Rockets' future. The workout in Los Angeles, which involved key players from the team, also provided Sheppard an opportunity to demonstrate his work ethic and build a solid relationship with the veterans and coaches. Sheppard's growth from his freshman season at Kentucky to his current moment with the Houston Rockets is remarkable. He left Lexington with a solid technical foundation, and now, by standing out in the summer league and initial practices, he is proving that he can compete at the highest level. Most impressively, however, is Sheppard's humility in the face of such recognition. He knows that despite the accolades and comparisons to Curry, the real work is still ahead. "I'm just trying to learn from these guys," he stated, referring to his more experienced teammates. This mindset of constant learning is essential for any rookie who wants to establish themselves in the NBA, especially on a young and evolving team like the Rockets. Reed Sheppard has already shown that he can be one of the great highlights of this new generation of NBA players, and his promising start with the Rockets only reinforces this idea. The comparisons to Stephen Curry, while flattering, are just the beginning of his journey. If he continues to exhibit the same work ethic, technical skill, and balanced mindset that he has shown so far, Rockets fans can be certain that Sheppard will be a key piece in the franchise's future. Let's move forward. Colin Chandler is emerging as an intriguing name on the Kentucky Wildcats roster for the 2024-25 season. And while he may be underestimated by many, the potential he brings to the team is undeniable. The freshman guard does not fit the typical profile of a newcomer. With his unique path, Chandler spent the last 2 years on a religious mission after committing to BYU in 2022. However, with the arrival of Coach Mark Pope at Kentucky, Chandler chose to follow him to Lexington, highlighting that the connection between player and coach will be crucial for his development in this new phase. What makes Chandler a valuable addition to Kentucky is not just his life experience gained off the court, but also his proven talent. Before his mission, he was considered one of the top 35 high school recruits, and that recognition was not without reason. His name has already appeared in some NBA mock drafts, which highlights the growth potential he has, even if he's coming off the bench this season. This combination of experience, physical skills, and basketball IQ positions him uniquely to impact Mark Pope's team significantly. Physically, Chandler offers a strong presence on the perimeter, being a guard with size and athletic ability to excel at both ends of the court. His shooting is one of his biggest assets, but what truly stands out is his ability to attack the rim with speed and agility. This stealth, coupled with a refined understanding of the game, should afford Chandler a larger role as the season progresses. Although he'll likely start the season coming off the bench, his natural qualities and determination to excel can quickly place him in a more prominent position. In the context of Kentucky, a team always brimming with talent, Chandler has the ideal profile to develop and flourish. He is more mature than most freshmen, both in terms of age and mindset, and this could be a significant differentiator. The pressure that usually accompanies players in their first year of college basketball may not affect him as much, given his experience and the trust relationship he has already established with Pope. Moreover, his ability to contribute both offensively and defensively makes him a versatile player, which will be crucial for the Wildcats as they face the tough competition in the SEC. The question arises whether Chandler has the potential to be selected for the SEC All-Freshman team, an honor reserved for the top freshmen in the conference. Looking at his complete profile, skill, basketball intelligence, experience, and maturity, it's plausible to believe that he could indeed be one of the great surprises of the season. The all-freshman team is often dominated by starters, but we cannot dismiss the possibility of Chandler making a significant impact off the bench, especially if he continues showing the same level of efficiency that he exhibited during his high school and summer league play. His combination of long-range shooting skills and ability to finish near the basket offers a range of options for Pope to use him strategically at different times in the game. He can serve as a facilitator on the perimeter or as an immediate threat on the fast break, taking advantage of his speed and agility. Defensively, Chandler can also excel, using his intelligence and instincts to steal balls and pressure opponents, which is always valued in the individual SEC awards. The Kentucky Wildcats are a team accustomed to having high-level talents, and Chandler is no exception to this tradition. The 2024-25 season provides him the perfect platform to showcase his potential and establish himself as one of the fundamental pieces of Mark Pope's roster. If he maintains focus and continues to develop throughout the season, his inclusion in the All-SEC freshman team could become a reality. More than that, he may prove that despite being underestimated, he is one of the most valuable and versatile players on this team. With his combination of maturity, technical skills, and athletic abilities, Chandler is poised to surprise many observers this season. What's your take? Comment below.